Hello and welcome to Maths with Udom. I still remain your online mathematics tutor, Mr. Okon Udom. And today we are going to look at another aspect of fraction, which is equivalent fraction. Equivalent fraction. Okay? Equivalent what? Fractions. Now, two or more fractions are said to be equivalent if they are equal to one another. That is, two fractions are said to be equivalent if both of them are equal. That is, if you simplify the fraction on the right hand side or on the left hand side, you are going to get the same fraction, the same results. Okay? And for you to obtain such fractions, such equivalent fraction, what do you need to do? All you need to do is to multiply both the numerator and the denominator by a common factor. Okay? And that factor must be what? A whole number. Okay? So you multiply, for instance, if you have 3/8. So you multiply both the numerator by n and denominator by n, where n is a whole number. But you must not start with 1, because if you multiply that fraction by 1, you still get the same fraction. So you start with 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. Okay? And so on and so forth. You continue that way. But 1 must not be used as a whole number to multiply the fraction, because you get the same fraction. So now we want to move to the first example, and the first example is we want to find any two fractions that are equivalent to this particular number. Example 1. Find any two fractions equivalent to 2/3. Solution. So we are given 2 divided by 3. So all we need to do is to multiply the numerator and the denominator by a common factor, the same number. So I'm going to say find any two. I'm going to use any two number to multiply them, and the number must be a whole number. Okay? Let me multiply both numerator and denominator by 5. Okay, 5/5. And that will give us what? 2 times 5, 10. Then 3 times 5, I have 15. So what do you notice? 2 divided by 3 is equivalent to 10 divided by 15. Because if you simplify 10 divided by 15, you will get 2 divided by 3. If you break 10/15 down, okay, let me show you. 2 divided by 3 is the same thing as 10, or equivalent to what? 10/15. Okay, how many 2? Okay, let me use 5. How many 2 can go in 10? How many 5 can go in 10? 2. How many 5 can go in 15? 3. You can see we got 2 divided by 3. So the left hand side must be equal to the right hand side for them to be what? Equivalent. So what do you notice? 2 divided by 3 on the left hand side is equal to 2 divided by 3 on the right hand side. So 2 divided by 3 is equivalent to 10 divided by 15. So let's have our second example. And our second example says find example 2 now. Let's have example 2. Okay, example 2. Find the first 3 fractions equivalent to find the first 3 fractions equivalent, this is example 2. Find the first three fractions equivalent to number 1. Let's have 3 over 4. Number 2, let's have 2 over 7. And number 3, let's have 7 over 12. Find the first three fractions equivalent to this solution. So what do? We have number 1, 3 divided by 4. 3 divided by 4. The first three fractions. So I'm not going to multiply them by 1. I will start from 2 and above, okay? So I'll multiply the numerator by 2, denominator by 2. Then 3 over 4 again. I'll multiply the numerator by 3, denominator by 3. I'll get my results. Then 3 over 4 again. I'll multiply the numerator by 4, denominator by 4. So I'm multiplying both numerator and denominator by 2, 3, and 4. So let's check what our result will look like. Now for this first one, we have 3 times 2 is 6 divided by 4 times 2 is 8. Okay? 3 times 3, 9 divided by 4 times 3, 12. 3 times 4, I have 12 divided by 4 times 4, 16. So all the fractions on the right hand side, they are all equivalent to the ones on the left hand side, because if you reduce 6 over 8, you get 3 over 4. If you reduce this, you get this. If you reduce 12 over 16, you get this. So all the fractions on the right hand side, they are equal to all the fractions on the what? On the left hand side. Okay? That is how to solve that. Okay? So let's move to number 2, example 2. So example 2, what do we have there? We have 2 over 7. 2 divided by 7. So I'll do the same thing. I'll multiply the numerator by what? 2 and 2. Okay? Then I also multiply 2 over 7 by 3 over 3. I also multiply 2 over 7 by what? 4 over 4. So for the first one, 2 times 2 will give me 4. Then 7 times 2 will give me 14. 2 times 3 will give me 6. Then 7 times 3 will give me what? 21. 2 times 4 will give me 8. Then 7 times 4 will give me what? 28. 28. Okay? So what do you notice? All the fractions on the right hand side, they are all equal to all the fractions on the left hand side. So all the fractions on the right hand side are equal to the fractions on the left hand side. Okay? And let's move quickly to the third one, number 3. Let's move to number 3. Okay? As you can see, all the fractions we have on left hand side, they are equal to the right hand side, and that made them to be what? Equivalent. Number 3, example, we have 7 divided by 12. So I'll multiply the numerator and denominator by the same number. 2 over 2, 7 over 12 again. I'll multiply by 3 over 3. Okay? Then 7 over 12 again. I'll multiply by 4 over 4. So for the first one, 7 times 2, 14. 12 times 2 is 24. 7 times 3, 21. Then 12 times 3, I will have 36. 7 times 4, 28. Divided by 12 times 4, I will have 48. So what do you notice? All the fractions on the right hand side are equal to those on the left hand side. if you reduce all this on the right hand side, you get all the ones on the left hand side. So quickly, I want to give you assignments. Assignments. And your assignment is that you find the first three fractions that are equivalent to the following fractions I'm going to give you right now. Okay? Find three fractions equivalent to number 1, 3/8, number 2, 4/9, number 3, 13/17, number 4, 51/74, and number 5, 81/102. Okay, so these are your assignments. So you have to do all these assignments, and then you submit the assignments to your teachers in the school for appropriate marking and correction, and then you get better by the day. We have come to the end of today's class. So before you leave, kindly like this video, drop your comment in the comment section, share this video to all your friends all over the world, and most importantly, subscribe to our YouTube channel by clicking on the red button below this video. Remember, the only way to become mathematics guru or to be expert in mathematics, to know mathematics, is to keep solving mathematics every day, and then you will become better mathematician. Until I come your way again next time, my name still remains Mathematician Okon Udom, and I'm saying to you, remain mathematically sound. See you in my next class. Bye for now.